Alright everybody, Marc here from GamebustersUK, and I'm your host today for this first episode of DragonAge Origins. My first big project, my first big Let's Play, playthrough, walkthrough of 2011, and I know it's been a long time, but seriously, this game is gonna have you hooked, hopefully, because I'm not too bad at it, and it's a pretty decent game. I'd say if you're a fan of RPGs, please give Dragon Age a try because it is a fantastic game. It's really good with the party, the party that you can create throughout the course of the game, and your own character. You very much really are in charge of your own destiny. I know that kind of sounds kind of corny, but it's actually really good.
Greetings.
This is just basically the character selection. I chose to play as a human. You could also be an elf and a dwarf, whichever race you are. It affects your opening story. Each character has their own unique opening story. So we're going to be playing through as the human noble, as a warrior, not as a mage or a rogue. The reason I chose warrior is because for standard playthrough, standard let's play, it's always a lot easier whenever dealing with RPGs to just choose the warrior and just go through your let's play and hack and slash everything to pieces rather than come up with intricate spell combinations.
Well, that didn't work.
Tactics for the rogue. So basically, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around beating everything up with very little tactics in this playthrough, just to mainly show you the game and see right there. I'm spending a lot of points on strength and nothing else. What do I go for here? Coercion. Coercion will be pretty useful later on in the game when you gotta persuade people to do stuff for you. Not that kind of stuff. I put the level as casual, but I do bump it back up to normal. The reason I put it on casual is because I don't want to be dying too many times, but also I want to show you the hard parts as they should be. So at certain points I'll also ramp up the difficulty. But for just fighting random monsters in the woods and stuff, I'll keep the difficulty low. Just to show you guys everything that goes on in the game, how to handle it. But for the bosses and stuff, they're going to be mainly
For
on
generations, your
setting.
family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the
This is
loyalty
the
of your
character's
people
own
with
unique
justice
story.
and temperance.
I chose the human noble, so this is the opening
When your
scene that
country
you
was
get.
occupied by the Orlesian Empire,
No matter if you
your
choose to
father
be
and grandfather served the
female or male,
embattled
you
kings
still
of
get
your
the
land.
story. If you're an elf,
Today, your
dwarf,
elder
you can
brother
get
takes
different
up House
stories,
Kuzlan's
and if you're
banner
human and
in
you're a
service
mage,
to the crown,
you get a different story. So
not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow.
this guy's called Al Howe, rather.
This is
um,
entirely my
He's
fault.
gonna become
No.
quite a
The appearance
douchebag.
of the Darkspawn in the south
pretty
has us
quickly.
all scrambling, doesn't it? I
Not
only
a nice
received the
fellow.
call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with
Dude
my
in the
men.
fruity
You and I will
outfit, the
ride
fruity
tomorrow just
yellow
like the
outfit,
old
that's your
True.
dad. If you're
Although
a
we both
human
had less
noble.
grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not...
Kind of a minor noble in the city.
At least the smell will be
You're the
the
youngest.
same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember
One
my
of the main
son?
things I like about
I think
Dragon
he's
Age
grown into a
Origins is the
fine
way you
young
get to
man.
interact with different characters,
Pleased to
things
see
you get to
you
say,
again, lad.
rather than the hero characters saying some sort of generic hero
My
type
daughter
stuff.
Delilah asked after
You can
you,
really
perhaps I
choose
should bring
how
her
you want to
next
be.
time.
If you want to be a jerk, be a jerk. Be a jerk.
Ah,
If
to
you want to
what
be a nice guy,
end,
be a
he
nice
says,
guy.
and
If
so
you want to
glib,
bully people
the
around to
boys
get
are
answers
whipped
and
like his
results, you
father.
can do that. If you want to
See
persuade
what I
people,
contend with,
you
How?
can do that.
You can't tell my
really,
fierce boy anything these
there's
days.
nothing you
May
can't
God
do in this
bless
game.
his heart.
Ah, temperament to match his fighting skill. Well done, your lordship.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the
Woohoo!
castle.
Get to be in charge of the castle. It's not as good as
Now,
it sounds,
that's what
people.
I like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the
No, I
cat is
don't.
away. Yes. There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Here we meet Duncan, who's going to be an instrumental character as the story progresses, as
It
well
is
as
an honor
having
to
a
be a
beard
guest within
that
your home, Baron
is
Kuzlan.
pretty
Your
damn
lordship,
awesome.
you
He's
didn't
also the
mention that a Grey Warden
leader,
would
in
be
a way,
present.
of the Grey
Duncan
Wardens
arrived
in
just
this area.
recently,
The Grey Wardens
unannounced.
being the
Is there a problem?
order of
Of
warriors
course not.
who protect
But a
the,
guest of this
the
stature
realm when the
demands
Darkspawn
certain
rise up.
protocol. I am at a
Obviously, you can see our paths are
We
going to
rarely have
cross.
the pleasure of seeing one in person. That's
He's a
true.
pretty cool character.
Pup, Brother
You
Aldous
can,
taught
if you
who the Grey
download
Wardens
the
are, They are the
Return to
heroes of legend.
Ostagar
Ended the
DLC for
Blight
this
and
game,
saved us all.
you'll be able to
Duncan is
obtain
looking
some
for
pretty cool
recruits before
items,
joining us and
including
his fellow
Duncan's
wardens in the
weapons.
south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of
I
my
pretty much
sons
chose
I'm
a
talking about.
just
I've
a
not so
random,
many
just
children
a
that
stock
I'd
sort
gladly
of
see them all off to
medieval
battle.
type guy, sort of
Unless
a
you
Highlander
intend
type
to
guy,
invoke the
ginger
right of
with a massive
conscription.
beard.
Have no fear. While
I
we
don't
need
know.
as
I wasn't
many
really
good
going
recruits as we
for
can find, I've no
going
intention
for
of
pretty boy
forcing
looks.
you
I was
to.
going for a mean ass warrior.
Pup,
So
can you ensure
I
that
gave him a
Duncan's
pretty cool
requests are
beard.
seen to while I'm gone? And don't strain
yeah,
my
I was being
patience.
a bit of an asshole there.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
One of the main things I had about
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt.
one of the main
Spending
concerns
some
I had
last
about
moments with his
doing
wife,
this
my
Let's
grandson.
Play was
Be a good lad and do as I've
where do I
asked.
leave cutscenes
We'll
in,
talk soon.
or if I take them out. I found that taking them out really did make the videos a lot shorter. This one would have been about 16 minutes if I had cut all the cutscenes out. But in the end, I decided against it. And you know, even if the videos are going to be half an hour long each, I can deal with that. I mean, if you as viewers can't deal with that, you just gotta tell me, and I'll shorten them right up. But I kept the cutscenes in. It was a real, kind of decision point for me because I kind of thought, well, if I take them out, people are not gonna know what's happening in the story.
Thank you.
Some of them are a bit mundane. Some of the cutscenes are a bit mundane, but I thought in order to keep the game as a whole, in order to make it a concise, accurate walkthrough, I was going to keep them in.
Your mother told me the town had summoned
So,
you,
you know,
I didn't want to
I expect
interrupt.
some episodes to be up to 50 to 60%
Pardon my menace, my
cutscene,
lord.
but
It's simply that I've been
there's
looking
nothing I
all
can
over
do
the
about
castle
that.
for you.
And
I fear
most
your
of the
hound has
cutscenes
the
are pretty
kitchens in
good,
uproar
actually.
once again.
Some of the
And he's threatening
dialogue
to
is
leave.
really good with
No
some of
matter
the
how the
characters.
maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their
Yeah,
master.
Mabari is
Anyone
basically a
else
dog,
risks having an arm bitten
a
off.
poor dog. And,
You're quite lucky
you
to have
choose the
your own
human
Mabari
noble
warhound, you know.
storyline.
Smart enough not to
You will
talk,
get the dog
my
as
father
a
used to
party
say.
member.
Of course, that means he's easily bored.
Which is the
and
easiest
swears
way
he
to
can
recruit
found
the
her just
dog.
to amuse
If
himself.
you're an elf,
At
if
any
you're
rate,
a
your
dwarf,
mother would have me accompany you
or
until
if
the matter is
you're
settled.
a human
Shall we?
mage, it is
Just follow the yelling.
still pretty
When
easy
Nan's
to recruit the
unhappy, she
dog,
makes
but
sure
you don't. It's
everyone
not as
knows it.
simple as you just begin with the dog. So that's one of the pluses of choosing the human noble. And one of the other pluses is, do I reveal this? A little spoiler. And the other pluses of being the human noble lord is you can possibly become the king or the queen of Ferelden. So that's something to bear in mind.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
This is
You
basically,
and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That
I think it's
beast
kind of
should be
slow,
put down.
but I mean, it's just getting you into the game. It's getting
I
you
locked
used
it
to the
any tighter,
mechanics,
we
getting you
couldn't
used to,
get in.
going around to certain points to
Mistress,
seek out
calm
quests
down,
and that sort of
please.
thing.
That's it. I'll quit.
It is
Inform
very
the Turner,
much
I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the
a
Benorn.
pretty
And please, we'll get the dog.
beginners sort of
Calm down.
stuff.
Just
But I
get
mean,
him
the
gone.
game really does
I've enough
pick
to
up
worry
as
about
soon
with a
as
castle full of
we
hungry
get
soldiers.
this
You
stuff
two,
over with.
stop
This kind of
standing there like
tutorial
idiots.
stuff
Get
over
out
with.
of
The
the
game
way.
really does come alive, especially when we're going into dungeons, and recruiting party members, doing all sorts of things, fighting bosses. You know, it's gonna really kick off. This game is great when it comes to the dungeons and stuff. I'm such a fan of this game. I'm rambling,
Look at that mess.
rambling
How
on
did he
about
even
it.
get in here?
There's the dog.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, Did you hear that?
Here we have the very first piece of action in the game. And you'll notice I just called the dog Dog. I really couldn't think of a name for him. I was like, well, do I call him Fido or Lassie? I don't know. I couldn't think of a name. I just thought, well, Dog. Otherwise, I would have spent 5 minutes trying to think of a really cool name. Maybe I should have called him. See, I can't. I'm useless at coming up with names. That concludes the very first fight
Giant
of
rats?
the
It's
game.
like the start of every bad adventure tale my
Rats.
grandfather used to tell.
Not much
Your
of a
hound
challenge,
must have chased them
but
in through their holes.
it's
Looks
the
like
beginning.
he
What do
wasn't
you
raiding the
expect?
larder after all.
What do you expect?
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the
I
Isle's
really
men.
do think the introduction, like tutorial, whatever it is, the beginning, really does. It takes forever. I gotta talk to the old bag.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
No.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
Shreds.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything.
Bloody dog. Gee, she's
Thank
a
you,
real
Nan.
hag, isn't she?
Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearth, and no complaining.
Bat.
Just
Gotta be
keeping
the
order.
line of the episode.
That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is.
I don't know what the point of this dialogue was.
Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're
So,
getting today.
How's
But what about you, my
things
lord?
going with you
Been keeping safe
viewers?
and well
How are you
behaved,
liking the
I hope?
channel? Do you like the games that are
Good.
coming up?
I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on
We
now
got
that
quite a
you're
few
grown.
titles
Just
coming
an
up
old
in
nanny,
the future.
never
Not gonna
invited to your
throw
father's
too many
fancy
spoilers your
meetings.
way.
Do you remember
We
that
have
bedtime
DragonAge
tale I
Origins,
used to
which
tell
is
you?
gonna be
The dog that
absolutely
built.
fan-fucking-tastic. Because I'm going to show you a lot of nifty
I suppose
tricks,
that's fair.
secrets,
Off
how
with
to
you
get
then.
certain
And
sets
don't
of
get into any
armor,
trouble you
weapons,
can't
that
get back
kind of
out
thing.
of.
But we also got some other games coming up. Just like to know what you guys would think about like a bit of variety on the channel. Obviously, we do the game let's plays, gameplay brews. If you guys want to see anything like a contest kind of thing, I kind of thought about doing a contest, like doing a contest, setting a challenge on some kind of game, whatever, and seeing if you guys could post video responses to the challenge, and whoever wins, I don't know, maybe I do a forfeit or something like that, something kind of cool like that. I've also thought about doing giveaways. We got ideas, we got ideas. So if you ever think that, you'd like to see something like that, you'd like to see a contest or a challenge, please, voice your concerns. Also, feel free to comment, and obviously rate the videos. Don't rate rate the videos. It's a guilty habit of ours, but I know it's happened a lot with some of the videos we upload, is that we like them ourselves, and we just like them. And whenever I log on to the GamebustersUK
And my dear
account,
Bryce brought this back from
all the
Orlais
liked videos are
last
like
year.
our own videos, and I'm like,
Gave it to him was drunk, I understand.
yeah, I
Mr.
wonder
Bryce for the
who
king.
gave that video a
Ah,
like.
here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound.
This is
of
another
yours,
pretty
situation
pointless
in the
scene.
kitchen's
It can
handy.
initiate a quest, kind
You've
of.
always had a way with
If
her.
you're
Darling, you
a
remember
male,
Lady
you
Lander,
can
Baron
choose
Range's wife?
to,
I think we last met at
shall
your
we
mother's
say,
school salon.
liaise with
You're too kind, dear
the
boy.
younger elf lady
Didn't I spend half the salon
standing to the
shamelessly
right of this
flirting
old
with you?
woman. just there.
In front of your family,
Or you
too.
can sleep with the guy if
Remember my
you're
son,
a
Darren,
girl, or
I
if you're
believe you two
gay.
sparred in the last
Because
tournament.
seriously, this game does
You
cater
beat me
one
handily,
and all.
as I recall.
Um,
It's good to see you again, my lord.
Some people like that aspect. I don't know what to
This
make
is
of
my
it.
lady in waiting.
I pretty much
I,
laugh at some of the scenes that come up
do
in
say
this
something,
game,
dear.
This
especially
is a great honor, my lord.
if you're
I've
playing
heard
as a
many
dwarf
wonderful
and
things about you.
Don't
you
look
ever get
now,
into
Eleanor.
some of those situations.
But I believe
It's just pretty
the girl
hilarious
has
to see a
crush on your
dwarf just
lad.
sitting there with
Lady
only their
Lanta.
underwear on.
Hush,
It's
Lanta.
it's kind of a
Turn the
weird
poor thing scarlet.
thing in the game. It doesn't
All
make the
evidence to
game
the
put it that
contrary.
way, but it's kind of
I
just
think perhaps I shall
hilarious
rest
to
now, my dear.
laugh at.
Darren, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study.
I didn't initiate the quest because it's kind of pointless. All that
Good
happens
evening,
is
your lordship.
the person goes to bed with you, whoever you choose, the guy or the girl, and you complete the quest. That's all there is to it. I don't even think you get any XP. You just complete the quest. It's coming from doors here. And another cutscene coming up. Another point.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back?
Dumbass
a
kid.
sword?
That's sword,
Can't even say
Oren.
sword.
And I'll get you the
Sword?
mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well. Stay. I'd like to say
Say
farewell.
farewell then. Don't make a whole damn
And the Owl's
cutscene
men are
out of
delayed.
it.
You
You know,
think his men were all walking
when you start the
backwards.
game, I mean, it's nice to have so much
Well, I'd better get underway.
detail,
So many darkspawn
depth
to be
in
had,
the game,
so
because it
little
shows that,
time.
you know, they
Off we
BioWare,
go then. I'll
they
see you
really
soon,
put
my
a lot
love.
of effort in the game. And that is something, as a game
I would hope,
gamer
dear boy, that you plan to
who
wait for us
enjoys
before taking your leave.
RPGs,
Be well, my son.
you really enjoy
I
it.
will pray for your safety
But I mean,
every day
sometimes I
you
do
are gone.
think, come on, just get to that point. Come on.
The Maker
I mean, I could
sustain
fast
and
forward.
preserve us
Yeah, in
all.
hindsight,
Watch
I could
over
have
our sons, husbands, and
just
fathers, and bring
skipped
them
all this,
safely
you know,
back to us.
just tapped.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it.
But I
Now,
thought, well,
for
for
the men,
for
of
the
course.
Fergus,
for the viewers,
say this in front of
they're
your
gonna
mother.
want to see everything. They're
What's
gonna
the
want to
wench?
know who's who,
Is that what you pull
um,
on to get the bucket
what's
out
going
of the
on,
well?
and
A wench
you know,
is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot
wench
of ale.
is pretty much just
Maker's
any
breath.
woman.
I swear, it's like living with a pack of small boys.
Please
I'll
feel
miss
free
you,
to
mother
refute
dear.
that comment.
You'll take care of her,
It's,
brother, won't
it
you?
was,
Oh,
yeah, it was a
good.
weird.
How thrilling to know I'm
I
so
don't
well
really mean
taken
that.
care of.
It was just a cheap pop.
Enough.
A cheap
Enough.
pop.
Pup,
I still
you're
can't get
wanted
over
of
how
an early
fruity
night.
that guy's outfit
You've
is.
much
He
to do
reminds
tomorrow.
me of, you know, he was a clown, he was a Kafka. That fruity outfit. Where can I get one of them? Yeah, another good point about this game is always read books, because they give you XP. It's kind of odd, but books in the game give you XP. You don't even have to actually read them, you just click on them and they go to your codex, which you can open up a menu to read all the books you have. But every time you read a book or a scroll or some kind of thing with writing on it, you get XP. So that's kind of a cool point. So read, people, read. Yeah, I called my character Bob. I was like, well, what do I call him? I don't want to call him Marc, because that's dumb. And plus, I already made a character called Marc. He was a badass elf. Yeah, he's pretty badass. So basically, night falls. You're in charge of the castle tomorrow, and what's going on? There's our hero, Bob McBeard, and Fido is barking at the door. So you know something's up. Now things are gonna start to get interesting. Things are gonna get interesting, people. Yeah, now it's gonna happen. Ruff. Easy there, Fido. I should have called him Fido.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Aw, man. Don't you hate it when someone interrupts you mid-sentence? Jeez. Anyway, we gotta take care of these guys.
On it.
Use, just a point I want to make is I have no idea why these enemies are so loud. Like Howe soldiers You know Howe, that guy I said is going to be a real douchebag later on. They're his men. They're trying to take over our castle. But these Howe soldiers, they're so loud. They like scream excessively when they die.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
There's Mom.
Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him.
Must.
I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword
That's
and I'll
funny.
use it. Now let's go.
You're using a bow. Yeah, I don't really rate the bows on this game very much. There's a whole skill set you can learn with bows. Cool stuff that you can do with the bow. I mean, there's a move called pinning shot where you can basically flatten someone on the ground with an arrow. But I mean, it's not a. I never really in RPGs. I never really warm up to the bow. I mean, in the Outer Scrolls Oblivion, the bow was such a crappy weapon. I kind of just fought the bow. And in every other game, I mean, in Final Fantasy, I never use a bow. Never. Sometimes I use a crossbow, but never for any long amount of time. Never used the bow.
Perhaps we can
maybe it's just because I want to get in there and like bash someone up. But I mean,
some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Sometimes, yeah, I just don't like the bow. I'm just gonna say that out loud. You know, fuck the bow. Yeah, there's another pointless cutscene that I accidentally triggered. Basically, yeah, everyone's been slaughtered.
No! My little
kid
Ori.
died.
What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Please, I could do worse.
I was not even taking hostages.
I'm joking.
He means to kill all of us.
You don't say. He means to kill all of us. Well, he sent men armed to the teeth into our castle. Yeah, maybe he wants to kill us all. Just listen to these guys.
Let's get started.
I will kill them all myself. This is our home.
Hopefully for this.
Oh, decapitation, pal. You're headless. They didn't make any noise that time, but they make so much noise, the Howe soldiers. Another pointless cutscene triggers.
Can you hear the fighting?
No shit, Sherlock.
Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away?
It got me away from you.
That's where your father must be.
Okay.
If Howe's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape.
Of course I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
No. Is that grammatical? Let us be swift. Yeah, okay. I know that I do something pretty dumb here. Any player of Dragon Age will know that in this story,
The castle has fallen. I'm getting
you can
out of here.
obtain a pretty good sword and shield
Yes,
early
my
on in
lord.
the game if you
Here-
choose
here
this
they come.
pathway. And I completely bypass it. I don't know whether I did that on purpose because I've picked it up before, and you'd think I'd want to show you how to pick up a good weapon early on in the game. There they go if they're screaming again. Yeah, I mean, it's just down this way. It is. I'll show. I'll speak up when it gets to the point. But you can get a pretty good. For the beginning of the game, it's a good sword, and it's a very decent shield. Actually, I have to say, it's a very decent shield. If you go in the family armory. But for some reason, if you take a right down there, that's where the family armory is. I just went completely past it. But if you go down there, a cutscene will trigger, and your mommy, your hot mommy with the bow, she will give you a key, and you will be allowed to go in there and basically ransack the family armory. You can get some pretty good armor pieces. It's some of it's randomly generated, but sword and shield, your family sword and your family shield, you can get, which is pretty cool. Like I say, I didn't get it this time.
Something drawing near. Let's get started.
To begin with, these little fights with like the Howe soldiers, there's not really much I can say kind of tactics wise, because it's early in the game. You don't have many skills. I only have 2 skills there, 3 skills actually, and really you don't need to be doing much other than just hitting them to defeat them. Later on, as the game goes on, I'm gonna be learning a lot more skills, getting a lot more skills, and using a lot more tactics in the battles. So yeah, like I say, early on, you don't really need much tactics.
Warden senses tingling.
Man, those guys can scream. Our first encounter with a mage. She was weak though. Sometimes a glitch occurs when I play this.
Go,
and,
man the gate. Keep
so after
those
this scene,
bastards out as
sometimes
long as
the
you
door
can.
stays locked.
Your
You're supposed to
ladyship,
leave
my
out
lord,
through the
you're both
door
alive.
opposite the one where you
I was
came
certain
in.
Howe's men had gotten
And
through.
for some reason, whenever this cutscene triggers, there's like a 50-50
and
chance that the door will not be unlocked. It'll stay locked. I'll never be able to proceed.
Don't worry about me.
It only happens
ladyship.
with this
Thank the Maker
with this
you for our
Origins story.
When
you
I
know,
realised
pathway.
what was happening, it was all I could do to shut
Kind of a
them
weird
down.
glitch, but
they won't keep Howe's men
if
out
anyone
long.
else has it,
If you've another
feel
way
free
out of
to
the castle, use it quickly.
bitch and moan about it with me.
When
Leave
I
a
last
comment
saw
in the
the
comment
town,
section,
he'd been badly wounded.
or any other
I
glitches
urged
you
him
know
not
of
to
in this
go,
game.
but he was determined
It's a
to find
fantastic
you.
game, and the
He
glitches
went
are
towards the kitchen.
few and far
I believe he
between,
thought
but
to find
I
you
have
at the
noticed that
servants'
there are
exit in the larder.
some.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
We're under attack! Oh, blast you!
We must get out. They're slaughtering everyone.
Maker, help us all! We're gonna die!
Kind of got a little bit lost.
I sense something drawing near. On it.
Where is everyone else?
Like the video if you like the screaming that the enemy soldiers do. They do some pretty epic screaming.
Warden senses tingling. Let's get started.
Hello. Stop!
Right. It's either you or me. It's gonna be me. This should be easy.
Don't bleed for this.
Let's get started.
What was that?
As you wish.
Your health poultices.
And I shall do the same to Howe when I see
You're gonna
him.
want to get health poultices. Whenever you find a health poultice, get it. They're the equivalent of a health potion, and you're really gonna need them in this game. Because, unfortunately, I don't know of any enemies in this game that respawn. So every merchant that sells health potions, every enemy that drops them, be sure to collect them because you're gonna need them. Or there is a
There, you both are.
there is a character
I
who
was
we can
Christ.
recruit
wondering
who is a
when you would
mage,
get
who's a
here.
healer, but I'll be speaking more about getting the characters,
Maker's blood, what's happening?
recruiting
You're
the character,
bleeding.
all the
Howe's
party
men
members as we go on and
Found
play.
me first. Almost.
By the way, I am
Didn't
going to do
mean
this
like that.
playthrough recruiting all
can't
available
get away with
party
this.
members,
The king
including some DLC. So if you want to know how to recruit a
We must get you
specific
out of
party
here.
member,
I
watch this Let's Play, watch this
I won't
playthrough.
survive
I'm
the
going to be
stabbing,
recruiting
I think.
everybody, and I mean everybody. Okay?
Once Howe's men break through the gate, they
See
will
how it's
find
done?
us.
Watch
must
this.
go.
This is where it's at.
someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. Yes. vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Make her be praised.
Yeah.
I am not surprised.
If you ever wonder what they
Whatever
mean
is to be
when
done
they
now,
say
it must be
maker,
quick. They are
that's
coming.
basically God.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me.
That's what they
But
call
I beg
God
you,
in this game.
Take my
The
wife
Maker.
and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Your wife.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Who's he gonna recruit?
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear.
Yeah, right.
I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe.
Don't worry, people.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens.
We will get
Fight
to
with us.
exact revenge on Howe.
We must leave quickly.
We'll
then.
meet him again.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die.
It'll
of
be a
Howe's
while, but
treachery. He will live
we'll get to
and make his mark on the
get to
world.
face off with Howe
Ellie.
again.
Go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor,
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Isn't that sweet? Isn't that
Then
sweet?
live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
Do what is right. Don't know about that.
I'm
But
so sorry it's come to this, but
yeah,
We
guy's
had a good
hemorrhaging
life
bad.
and did all we could. It's up to our
Practically
children
pissing
now.
blood. Yeah.
go, Pop.
Man.
Warn your brother.
Oh, he's gone. He's a goner.
Know that we love
Is
you
that
both.
thunder?
You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, weird bow lady. And that concludes the first part of the DragonAge Origins playthrough, let's play, whenever you like to call it, walkthrough, I don't mind. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more episodes. Catch us in the next episode where we are going to become Grey Wardens, which is going to be super duper awesome. Thanks for watching. I'm Marc from GamebustersUK. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thanks very much.